All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start by giving all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua, Bashem, Rakakodash, double honors to the apostle, to the elders of Great Millstone. Much peace and love to all the brothers pushing this word in truth and sincerity. Right here before you have an article or from a news network that is in my region. It's like kind of like a local news, WCTV. I believe it's from Tallahassee. It's a Tallahassee news station. And I just wanted to link this up. This right here, this so-called outbreak or whatever, the coronavirus, with my dream that I had last night. I don't remember it. I don't remember the details of the dream or the vision. I just remember one key thing that happened in the vision, and one key word: coronavirus. I had a vision that, where I live at, the coronavirus was close to where I lived at. It was basically like, if I'm not mistaken, I remember in my dream, somebody saying something about the coronavirus. I believe it was a police officer. It was somebody. Somebody said something about the coronavirus in my dream, and I remembered it. That's the only thing that I remembered from my dream, my vision. And then, this is a vision that I had last night. And, I woke up this morning, thinking about it. And I told the brethren about it, I told him that I had a vision about the coronavirus. And then later on today, the same day, you know, one day, like a few hours after, the next day that I had this dream, one day after I had this dream, this pops up, man. Valdosta City schools close Wednesday after school teacher potentially comes in contact with coronavirus. And that happened. It's like I dreamed about it last night, then I woke up to this. I woke up to this article, which was just posted Tuesday at 10:37 p.m. This was like, a couple hours ago. You know? It's like the Lord gave me a warning, a vision before this came into our city, man, onto our town. It says Valdosta City Schools says they will be closed on Wednesday after a student teacher at Salis Mahone Elementary School had an indirect contact with family members over the past weekend who may have been exposed to the COVID-19 coronavirus. Valdosta City Schools says the student and family currently has no symptoms of the coronavirus, but have dedicated their self-quarantine for the next 2 weeks. The district says public health officials advise Valdosta City Schools that the student teacher has an extremely low risk of any significant exposure to the coronavirus. The district says, out of the abundance of caution, Valdosta City Schools will be closed tomorrow, Wednesday, which is tomorrow, or today, because it's after 12 or whatever, as they clean and sanitize affected schools and buses. Valdosta City Schools made the announcement Tuesday evening via social media. So it's like, I had a vision about this last night. I had a vision that the virus was close to us. And then, what I dreamed about, the Lord brought it to pass, man. This is Joel chapter 2, verse 28. And it came to pass after that afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and upon your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your old men shall dream dreams, and your young men shall see visions. So that's that's just letting you know that the Lord is pouring His Spirit out, man. That vision that I had wasn't very detailed, but I remember one thing from that vision, which is coronavirus, man. And I'm gonna keep saying it because that's the key. That's like the key point. That's the climax of the vision, man. It says, and also, verse 29, and also upon the servants and upon the handmaids in those days will I pour out my spirit, and I will show wonders in the heavens and in the earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke. And this is just letting us know that the Lord is gonna he's bringing us judgment, man. This is Psalms chapter 91, verse 1. It says, "He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty." And that's what we want, man. We want to abide under the shadow of Yahweh Shem Shah. Because as you see, man, New York is being kind of
This is
quarantine right now. Shalaki, I'm a bit under the weather. New York deploys National Guard, sets up 1 mile containment area. This is a quarantine, man. Quarantine. And this is leading up to martial law. This is leading up to the locking down of the cities. That's what it's leading up to. Verse 2, "I will say of Yahweh, he is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in him will I trust. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence." So we ain't got to worry about, being affected by these plagues that the Lord is bringing upon his earth. We got faith in the Almighty, how about Shemel Shah, so we ain't really worried about, how, if we catch the coronavirus, this, that, and the third, man, we ain't really have to worry about that, man. Because if you're going to catch the virus, man, that means the Lord allowed that to happen, So we trying to get in the good graces of Yahweh Shemel Shah, so we won't partake in these things, man. Verse 4, "He shall cover thee with his feathers, and of his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler." So the Lord's truth is our shield and buckler. This word, this truth is our shield and buckler, man. From what? From everything that the enemy throw at us, man. Verse 5, "Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night." So we ain't going to be afraid of the terror, man. "Nor for the arrow that flies by day." So we ain't going to be afraid of it. No fear. Verse 6, "Nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for destruction that wasteth at noonday." So we ain't worried about the pestilence, man. The scriptures reassured us that the Lord is, he's in control. You got to believe that, man. It's all about belief, man. This is Isaiah chapter 65 and 65. Is it 65 and 7? Is it 63? Wait, Salaki, it's escaping my memory. Isaiah 60 and 7? No. Salaki. My memory's escaping me on where this precept I'm looking for is at. I know it's Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 45, verse 7, it says, "I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, Yahweh, will do all these things." So the Lord is in control. If the Lord wants you to have that virus, man, there's nothing you can do about it. If he don't want you to have it, you ain't going to have it. That's just the fact of the matter, man. This is Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 39. "See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me. I kill, I make alive, I wound, and I heal. Neither is there any that could deliver out of my hand." So the Lord is the one that does everything. If he causes you to get that virus, man, you gonna get it. If it's the Lord's will. Scripture says, "Who has resisted his will?" But we have faith in the Lord. Even whatever situation we find ourselves in, we know that the Lord has given us the spirit and the strength to endure it, man. This is bear with me. Feeling a little under the weather, man. It's like Lord is not going to put nothing on us. Here we go. Acts chapter, it's like not Acts. 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13. It says, there hath no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. But God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able. But with the temptation also make a way to an escape, that ye may be able to bear it. So the Lord ain't gonna put you through nothing that you can't handle, man. So that's what we gotta believe in the Lord. And this is, it didn't say if she had the kind of coronavirus. She just said if there was potentially come in contact with somebody that did, but this ain't nothing but Satan's agenda. We not ignorant of Satan's devices. He might use this virus or many more other viruses to lock down America and cause martial law and quarantine everybody. That's basically what a quarantine is. You locking up everybody, having a curfew. You can't come out your house. That's good. That's basically martial law, man. And they can do it all because of this virus. So we see everything that this devil is doing, but we ain't worried, man. The Lord is our shield and buckler, man. So I just wanted to get this quick testimony about this dream, and it actually coming into pass right before my eyes, man. That lets me know, man, we in these last days, man. That was quick, man. So with that, I'm going to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash. The wonders to the apostles, to the elders, great millstone. Much peace and love to all the brothers doing this work in truth and sincerity. Shalom to the elect. Shalom.